I was born in Mississippi in a little town called Scott, right between Greenville and Greenwood, Mississippi, in the Delta. My folk were sharecroppers, and so they chopped cotton. We started work very early as children. We moved to Memphis before I went to elementary school. My dad was a garbage man, and he carried one of those "I am a man" signs when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was here. My mother cleaned homes for white women. I was in what was extreme poverty, and so I had scholarships everywhere, to Vanderbilt, Mount Holyoke, University of Chicago, Cornell. The only place that didn't recruit me was Memphis State University. I went to Elmhurst College, now Elmhurst University, outside Chicago, full ride scholarship, and my advisor said to me, "Well, what do you like to do?" I said, "I like to help people." He said, "Well, why don't you major in sociology?" I never liked it, but I did take some education classes, and I began to think maybe one day I would be a guidance counselor. I went to Ohio State, finished my master's, and then when I passed my comprehensive exams, I said, well, I guess I'm getting a doctorate. And so my first job was right out of my doctorate was as an assistant professor at Ohio Dominican College, then the University of Florida, where I was a staff psychologist. I met my husband there, and I was telling him I miss my family in Memphis. A position as director of what was known as the Center for Student Development came open. It was our counseling center. And I applied for that job and eventually got it. 1985. I've been here almost 40 years. I created our first APA accredited internship. We got to create Black Scholars Unlimited. I helped get the counseling psych program started here. Vice President for Student Affairs in 2003. I loved being Vice President for Student Affairs. University Center, our Living Learning Complex, that Centennial Hall, even began that bridge going over the tracks under my watch. It was in 2017, someone called and asked me to run for President of the American Psychological Association. I didn't expect to win, but I did. I decided that I would give voice to poverty. I had a task force to work with extreme poverty. One of the women who was on that task force, just with her colleague, put out the first book on poverty done by a psychologist. I teach the master's course in career counseling, which is what my research area is, and I teach different courses for the doc program in counseling psychology. What gives me joy is the same thing that has always given me joy, and that is to see students soar. The University of Memphis is a place where history happens. It is a place where hardworking, everyday people, it's a place where dreams can come true. I'm Dr. Rosie Phillips Davis, a full professor, University of Memphis, College of Education in the Department of Counseling, Educational Psychology and Research.